Boasting a polished chrome finish for rust resistance and a shimmering appeal, is the Cuisinart SmartPower SPB-7CH more than just skin deep? Stay tuned as we delve into its performance. Welcome to our ShouldIt Blender series. What is up everyone, I'm Alan, and in this episode we're going to be looking at the Cuisinart SmartPower Blender SPB-7CH. It's got a standard size and a price tag of around $80 at the time of purchase, with a 40-ounce glass container. The polished chrome exterior achieved through electroplating can be divisive though, as some might find it too reflective for certain decor. So, how well does it perform? How we test. To pick out the best blender for your needs, we developed a set of tests focused on performance, design, and usability, applying them consistently to every blender. This approach helps us provide accurate ratings and ranking fairly across all products. For the details on how we did the testing and rating for this series, you can look up How Should It Test Blender. Now, let's get to the review. Design. The Cuisinart SmartPower is a compact and portable blender, measuring 14.6 inches in height, 6.7 inches in width, 8.3 inches in length, and weighing 6.7 pounds. It fits easily on most countertops and is light enough to move in and out of storage with ease. Its polished chrome finish adds visual appeal, but is prone to smudges and scratches, requiring extra care to maintain its shine. The blender features a durable glass container that withstands heat, making it ideal for hot soups and purees. However, the plastic blade housing feels less sturdy and may deform under pressure. The blade system, with 4 stainless steel prongs, is designed to enhance blending efficiency, but struggle with solid ingredients like frozen fruit and ice during our tests. Despite having 4 feet for stability, the blender lacks suction, causing it to move during high-intensity use. The 500-watt motor operates between 14,000 and 21,000 rounds per minute. Keep in mind that the motor can overheat, so it's important to pause and cool it down if necessary. The glass container's weight can make pouring and cleaning a bit challenging, though it's not a major issue. The lid has a 2-part design for easy ingredient addition, but lacks a handle, making removal tricky. The blender offers 7 pre-programmed speed settings with LED indicators, plus a pause function and on-off toggle. However, the buttons are stiff and the speed settings lack distinctiveness, feeling more like a marketing feature than functional options. 6 out of 10 for design. Performance. Test number 1. Smoothie. In our test, the Cuisinart struggled to draw ingredients towards its blades. After a 4 minute of blending, bananas, apples, and kale remained largely intact. Another minute of blending showed mixed results. The fruits mostly liquefied, but the kale stayed stubbornly whole. Realizing the blender couldn't effectively pull ingredients toward the plates, we paused to manually guide the kale with a spoon. After this brief intervention, it took an additional 2 minutes to achieve a smooth, chunk-free blend. If you're okay with a bit of manual help and extra blending time, the Cuisinart can produce a satisfying green smoothie. However, faster alternatives like the Oyster Pro and NutriBullet offer similar or smoother results. Smoothie, 6.8 out of 10. Test number 2. Frozen Fruit Smoothie. In our test, we aim to either stop at the 5-minute mark or achieve a smooth blend. Unfortunately, the Cuisinart's performance with frozen food fell short. Even after the maximum time, many chunks remained unblended. Despite attempts to shake or stir the mixture, the blender only improved slightly once the fruits began to thaw, as initially the blades seemed to struggle with solid frozen fruits, merely swirling the milk around. If you're planning to use this blender for icy treats, it might not be the best choice. Its underwhelming performance can lead to a less than ideal texture and a frustrating experience. we suggest considering more powerful options like the Vitamix 5200. Frozen fruit smoothie, 0 out of 10. Test number 3. Protein shake. In a surprising turn, the Cuisinart exceeded our expectations during the protein shake test. Within 2 minutes, it effectively blended oatmeal, dry berries, almonds, and protein powder, resulting in a well-balanced drink with delightful flavors. The only remnants were tiny sesame seed-like particles. For an even smoother texture, you can strain the shake through a mesh strainer. But even without this step, the overall texture was pleasing with minimal room for dissatisfaction. Protein shake, 9 out of 10. Test number 4. Almond butter. In our almond butter test, we didn't set a specific time limit for each blender. The test ended when the spread reached a creamy texture or when further blending seemed futile. And unfortunately, the Cuisinart fell into the latter category. Initially, it performed well, grinding 2 cups of roasted almonds into a fine texture in just 45 seconds. However, it struggled to extract the oils necessary for emulsification. Even after an additional 3.5 minutes, the interaction between the almonds and blades was minimal. Shaking the container occasionally helped dislodge some almond particles into the blade's bath, but it felt like we were going in circles. The blades merely moved the ground almonds around without making significant progress. Almond butter, 0 out of 10. Test number 5. Crushed ice. Crushing ice is a significant challenge for any blenders, and the Cuisinart is no exception. Despite its efforts and some manual assistance, a substantial portion of ice, about 8.2 ounces out of 12 ounces, remained uncrushed. If you frequently need to crush ice for your favorite cold treats, consider the Ninja or the Vitamix E310, both of which excel at producing fluffy, snow-like ice with ease. Crushed ice, 0 out of 10. The overall score for our 5 performance tests is 3.7 out of 10. By the way, if you're watching this review, I'm sure you care about hair measure specs and prices of each product. So, head over to website ShouldIt.com where you can sign up and get all the information for free. It's also the best way to support us, so thank you. Usability. The Cuisinart SmartPower Blender has a few design quirks that can make usage a bit challenging. The lid's tight seal often leads to spills and splatters during removal, and its lack of a handle makes it tricky to detach, especially when you need to adjust the contents. The narrow space between the blade and the container's bottom creates a strong grip on food, requiring extra effort for dislodging and cleaning. The blender can be quite loud, reaching noise levels of 104 decibels, which is comparable to noisy machinery. Aligning the blending container with the motor base is straightforward, but attaching and detaching the blade assembly can be cumbersome, particularly for those with smaller hands due to its less ergonomic design. Despite these challenges, the blending container's slick interior makes cleaning relatively easy, as more food particles can be removed with a gentle water flow. The motor base can also be quickly wiped down, though spills may require additional cleaning. The removable blade assembly allows for thorough cleaning, but caution is needed due to the sharp edges. And a cleaning brush is recommended for stubborn remnants. 7.1 out of 10 for usability. Verdict? While the Cuisinart SmartPower Blender has its strength, it doesn't offer the well-rounded performance expected for its price. So, no, it wasn't smart or powerful. It initially impressed us with its efficiency in protein shakes, but then it moved on to struggle with everything else we threw at it. With all that said, you could opt for the Oster 1200 watts or the Ninja BN701. Final score, 4.8 out of 10. And there you have it, the full review of the Cuisinart SmartPower Blender SPB-7CH. For better choices, you can look up our ShouldIt Blender series. Our website includes where you can get the blender for the best prices. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a comment, like, and subscribe so that you won't miss our future uploads. Thank you for watching ShouldIt, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!